stand up. Where you were pleaded with on how to exercise your power is also considered a conspiracy.
I'll save Faith and Mensan.
Let's do a quick throwback as usual. We've been in our throwback era to week 4 on Monday. So Zita just dethroned Doris from being the head of house. You know how it was. You win head of house, you come defend it, and during the HOH challenger, Zita dethroned Doris. And now it's time for the housemate to hustle for immunity. Jason J had just won the most influential housemate of the previous week, so the ninja came in and delivered his envelope to him, giving him immunity for that week. So we tossed Zita and Jason J with immunity. The rest of the housemates were left to look around and source for the envelope with immunity in the house. It was such a hectic and funny one because the game just got real, and they've witnessed 4 housemates leave the house. So here they were searching with every strength in them, and we saw Coin and K-Bobo hustling for the envelope beneath the parrot. They had so much assurance in them that was the one with immunity, but it was such a funny thing to discover that at the end that particular envelope had only good luck, try again next time. And Imisi searched everywhere, waste bin, kitchen, ended up not getting any envelope at all. And then Victory, who lifted every liftable in Biggie's house, only to discover at the end that the envelope with immunity was just beneath and beside where he was busy lifting. It actually hurt him so much. Well, after the search, Big Brother went ahead to tell the housemates to reveal their envelope. Meanwhile, bear in mind that Victory, Imisi, and Mensan were unable to get any envelope. They couldn't find any, not even immunity, not even try again. And after that, Big Brother instructed the head of house to lift up the table right at the center of the lounge, and just beneath it, that was where the envelope with the immunity was. And to think that Victory wanted to lift it up, he was sensing that there was something there. And this is someone that lifted both occasions. But anyways, after that, Big Brother now told the head of house, Zita, to go check the trees with the treats and pick out an envelope and read out what it says. Well, when Zita read that out, it instructed that Zita had the power to save 2 housemates. And right at that moment, Big Brother now told Zita that does she know that discussing nominations, who to save, who to nominate, and all of that is against Big Brother rule. That earlier on, she had a conversation where they were telling her people to save, someone lobbied to be saved or who they should save. And at that, Big Brother instructed her that whoever was in that conversation and who they suggested is not allowed to be saved. It was such a tough moment, but Zita went ahead to now mention Dr. Fate and Dr. Mensan as the housemate she'll be saving. Now, bear in mind that when Big Brother was talking about this conspiracy, nobody in the house knew. But Culture, right where he was sitting down, was giving this facial expression like regrets, like should I say not pain really, but fear. He was giving out this attitude of fear and regret, and the housemates started sensing, oh, maybe he's the one that had that conversation. And now bear in mind, Zita didn't even promise Culture whether he was going to save who he was requesting to be saved. But what I know is that Zita went ahead to mention Fates and Mensan as those she'll be saving. Now, coming out of the whole nomination session, and rumor found its way only for the housemates to discover it was Culture who had that conversation with Zita. And while it was Culture, Culture wasn't even lobbying for himself. He was lobbying for Tracy. So he begged Zita to please, if found the save power, to please save Tracy. Now, Tracy heard that and went to meet Culture, telling Culture that while she admires that, she doesn't like the idea of you having that feeling that if she's not being saved, she wants to remain in the game. That are you saying her people out there, people out there does not relate to her to save her, to keep her in this game? And she doesn't like that such favors because it leaves you at the mercy of the housemates. That there are some mistakes she has already made in this house which has an effect on her. Like when she was coming into this house, she had money, but she thought a box of clothes was enough for the show. But she came into the show and discovered that Big Brother wasn't bringing in clothes for them for parties. Unlike previous seasons, they had to style themselves. And that consecutively now she has worn Thelma Lawson's outfit 3 times, which she does not like because it leaves you at, oh, you want to do something for them, you feel like you're owing them, you want to side them, align with them, stuffs like that. And that why she appreciate that you had to do this, she does not like that idea. But Culture went ahead to narrate to Tracy that he's actually sorry and he wasn't coming from a place of pity or anything, or a place of him owing her, but due to the favor Tracy shown him the previous week, where Tracy made him a guest and gave him immunity, that Tracy proved openly that she calls him, like, she regards him as a friend, and with that he feels he should do something, go the extra mile for Tracy, just like Tracy has done. That he really admires loyalty, he's big on loyalty and friendship. Meanwhile, Rooboy, who happens to be Culture's friend, on hearing this was so pissed off that he went to meet Culture, telling Culture that, do you know what you just did? That had it been there was maybe a penalty for conspiring, or maybe people will give you a strike, or maybe take you out of the show. Do you know what it means? That do you consider yourself to leave the game and then Tracy stays back? That you should not try such a thing next time. That you remain focused in this game. Go for yourself. That people in here do not even care about others. That lately, don't you see how housemates do talk at him? The other time, Thelma even called him Two-Face. That you think you're going all out for people. Meanwhile, at the end of the day, they won't return same favor for you. So why not just concentrate on your game? Remember the advice Ibuka gave them the previous week, to focus on yourself and deliver yourself first. And Culture actually apologized to Rooboy, telling Rooboy that it was just from a place of love, but he has learned his lesson. And Rooboy as well told Culture that he noticed that he's beginning to drift, that this was not the plan they had when they were coming in. That that when they were coming in, they were saying, okay, if you win HOH, you pick me. If I win, you pick you. But luckily enough for them, they've been able to go into that house with the help of, people they never even knew would help them in the game. But let them not misuse that opportunity and drift out of the game. That they have to remain focused at all time. Anyways, do you remember the week this happened? What was your reaction that day? Do you remember how it all played out? And if you are really enjoying this flashback, please indicate in the comment section. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for listening. Do well to drop your comments, like, subscribe, and share. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.
So when people come tell me that, say you go to conspire, say you want to chase, no go. Bro, he did wrong.